Hi everyone, welcome to Wiki channel. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, hit that subscribe button because I'm making a lot of interesting videos on my channel. This video is all about Vivo V9 and how you can take really beautiful images on this Vivo V9. So this is a really beautiful phone and you have got a plethora of settings inside the camera user interface, so you can utilize it properly to get that really extra detailed pictures. So we shall go through all of the settings and I'll show you how you can utilize this camera user interface to its maximum extent. So let's take a look at it. So this is the camera user interface. This is the default interface. As you just open the camera, you will get to see this. There is a take photo mode and we are right into it now. So you can see there are quite different settings over here. The first thing we shall take a look at is the setting. Just if you tap on it, you will have all these settings here. This is a timer off, 3 seconds timer, 10-second timer, and you have this normal, full and square. In order to change the view size, see, there is one problem with this phone that they have not properly implemented is the fact that you don't get to change the resolution of the images at all. So say if you want to change, if you want to downgrade to 8 megapixels or something like that, you just cannot do that. So you have this normal, full and square, that's about it. So there is no separate settings in the setting itself for the camera. So you have to stick to this normal or full or square mode. So right now, as you can see, just I tapped on the normal, you can utilize this 19:9 aspect ratio fully by tapping on that full mode. And if you want to share your pictures on Instagram or other social media, what you can do is to just tap on the square and you get instant square images. Click on any picture and boom, you have the square image directly. You don't have to again crop and do such things and all. So that's how you quickly capture the square image. And the other thing is there is a touch, voice and palm control. So you can use your voice or a palm or a touch feature to capture the picture instantly. So there is a storage mode to select, SD card and phone storage obviously, and you have this time watermark and model watermark. So there is no absolutely customizable feature in order to give your name as a watermark on this Vivo V9. Unfortunately, that is the disappointing thing that I talked about in my video earlier, if you haven't watched that. So only you can set a time watermark and model watermark, that's it. So then there is this sound. If you want to get that shutter button sound, you can just tap on it and make it yellow to get it enabled. There is this geographic locations. If you want to tag that, say you are in this location, particular location, if you want to tag the location, you just tap on it and share your location with the picture. The other thing is the framing lines. So there is only one grid line you can opt for. In other phones, for example Huawei's Honor 9 Lite or say a lot of other phones give you option to customize this grid as well, but that's not the case on the Vivo V9. So we shall switch to full mode so that you get the viewing pleasure properly. So the next setting is this mode here. As you can see, 4 square mode is what I call. You have the ability to capture slow motion, but unfortunately they have not provided 720 pixel. Only you can capture is up to 640 by 480 pixels of resolution, which is not so worthy, I guess. So here's a little sample shot of the 480 pixels slow motion video. So you can just tap on it and it will capture. The other option is the time lapse. You can capture time lapse, which is a great thing that is available on this camera here. The other thing is the Ultra HD mode. What you can get is the really great images on this Ultra HD mode. So, but in order to get that extra detailed image, you have to have very stable hands, otherwise you'll get blurry pictures. But still, while capturing landscapes and other things like that, see, the Ultra HD mode will give you really sharp and detailed images all over. So that's how you can use the Ultra HD mode. If you want to just go back to normal, just tap on this cross mark and you will be back to take photo mode again. The next thing here is the live photo. What it basically does is it captures a little short clip with the audio so that you can view it as a GIF or sort of like that. So that's the live view. Just will capture and show you. For example, if I tap on this and here you go. So just tap and hold like this, and as you can see there is little movement. It will actually capture the before frames of the whatever image here it is, and it will give you as a live photo. The next thing is the bokeh mode. This is the very famous and what this time they have done is I'll just show you to from other location. We shall move further here I'll show you, demonstrate this feature. So the another setting is this bokeh mode. You can just activate it by tapping on this, and it shows that it says within 2 meters it performs really well. So just as you can see that there is a small leaves branch over here, and if I tap on that, tap to focus will get activated, and as you can see there is a small number here of 0.95, and they have given you a slider to move it upward and downward. So if you keep moving upward, the numbers will reduce f2.0 and something lower than that. So the lesser the number, you get the more background across the picture and only the subject will be in focus, just like as if you are capturing on a DSLR camera and setting the aperture value. But this is just a software implementation, not hardware wise, but still you can get a lot of blurred picture with blur background and subject in focus. So just I'll show you now. Tap on the picture to focus, and I'll reduce the number to around f2.0. just tap on this, and boom, as you can see now the subject is absolutely in proper focus, and there is a lot of blurriness going on around the frame. So this is how you capture, you use the, and one interesting feature what they have given is you can later, after capturing the image, you can tap on this portrait bokeh, and again you can change the number in order to bring everything in focus, or say only some part of the frame in focus. See, just you can tap around and how the image changes its focus. So these are the very interesting things they have implemented this time on the Vivo V9. But I still say that they have not implemented very neatly, but still for some purposes you can use these modes. So this was the portrait bokeh. The next thing is the HDR. Say that there is a lot of bright subject upper the frame and the dark subjects lower the frame. What you can do is you can compensate that using this high dynamic range mode. So you can set it off, you can switch it on permanently, or you can leave it to auto mode. So this is how you can set the high dynamic range. The other setting is this flash. You can permanently switch on the flash, switch off, or in auto. So these are the settings available on the auto mode. So there is one small circles here. If you tap on that, you get the live filters, wherein you can change to get some really interesting filters, just like how it is available on many other phones. So you can use that funky filters. If you just remove this filter and you swipe around, you get to video mode, you get to AR stickers. And one interesting thing is that in the video section you get to capture 4K video footage from this Vivo V9, which is an awesome thing for a phone like this. So there's not a lot of tweaking things you can do, but still you can capture at higher frame rates to get very nice and detailed shots of any subject. So that's the 4K for you. And if I just swipe around, you will get to face beauty, and you can use this face beauty to capture some really close-up shots of any particular subject to get that extra blur. See, again you can compensate with exposure value like this, up and down, and then tap on the picture to get in focus, and boom, capture. So this Vivo V9 can really capture good macros as well. And if you swipe around, you get to the professional mode. This is what makes this phone really interesting, because you have the live view mode, wherein whenever you change any of these settings, it will live show you how the picture will come after you take the picture. So that's a very neat thing they have given. If you just tap on this, there is a electro level meter, so you get the electrometer to decide on the horizon. So you will know that the horizon is proper and in line, so you can capture really nice composition pictures using electro level meter. The next thing is this white balance. Say you are in indoor and you are not getting proper colors, you can just change to other white balance and see which color is accurate. One useful feature is missing is that you cannot customize the auto white balance number. So white balance number cannot be customized to your liking, but still they have given some default modes. You can just opt for that. So the next setting is this shutter speed. You can set the shutter speed to a various value. Just tap on it, and here you have the auto from 1/2000 to you have all the way up to 16 seconds. See, as I change the shutter speed, how live view it will show me how the picture is going to come after I click the picture. So this is a neat thing. You have, if you have any faster movement subjects like say sports photography you are doing, and you want to keep the number to be on the higher side, that means 1/1000, 1/1200 and such setting. The next thing is the ISO. I prefer to leave it to auto, and I suggest you to do that, because of the fact that you get some grainy images if you keep changing the ISO, and let the camera decide the ISO. It will decide properly and give you the ISO value. So it will live show you what ISO it is choosing for this particular image. The next one is here the exposure value. We can compensate the exposure value like this. Say that you are in a dark situation, dark environment, you want to compensate the exposure value. You can just bring it a little bit of light on that, and not overblowing the image. You can just capture the picture to get that really nice image. The next thing is this autofocus. See, just like how I said that you can capture really great macros on this Vivo V9. Just you can manually bring it to flower mode here, and you see how closely I can get to the image, and you still get the sharper image of these leaves. So that's how macro works. You can just rotate the slider to wherever you want to focus. So that's a neat feature which is available on this Vivo V9. In order to get to the default, just tap on this and everything will be again in default. So these are the really interesting features and settings that Vivo V9 has provided. Hope this video helps you take better pictures, and stay tuned for more awesome contents on this channel. If you like this video, please hit that like button and do subscribe to my channel. See you all in the next video. Take care. Bye bye.